Okay, the more you are using the Steem blockchain, the more you're going to need tools to monitor and to keep up to date as to what's happening with your account on the Steem blockchain. So, two power tools over the last 2 years that I could not have done without, and I was so glad to find them in the first like 3 months or so of having my Steem account, is steemnow and steem.supply. Now, steemnow is built by Penguin Pablo, who's a long-time Steemian, witness, very highly respected, large rep in the Steem community, and it's a very simple site. You've got these three boxes along the top. You've got the username, tells you your reputation, tells you how much Steem you have sitting in your account, how much SPD, how much your 100% upvote is worth, and how much Steem power you actually have on the system. Then the middle one is your rewards, so the curation rewards that you got for today, and you can even display a graph in there, and also the author rewards from yesterday. So that's kind of nice to be able to at a glance look at that, and you can also see that you get your voting power displayed in here and how much RCs as well, which is a really nice way of getting all that in one little space. And you could do that for anybody. It doesn't just have to be your username. You could put anybody's username in here and it will pull up all their details from the Steem blockchain. It'll literally go away and find you all this information. Now, most of the time you'll never need to change this node drop down from api.steemit, because that's the main node from Steemit. A lot of people recently have been trying to move away from Steem's nodes because of the 70% layoffs and various things happening with the restructuring of Steemit. And there is all these other nodes that are available to you. So if this never refreshes, then there's an issue with that node, that particular node. You can select a different node, and then you just click on save, and it will go away and it will fetch back the information that you're looking for from that particular node. So these different blocks here, you have latest upvotes, so you can see here at a glance who's been upvoting you. It tells you how many minutes ago. This is dynamic as well, so it will automatically refresh, so you can see the people who are voting on some of your posts that you've done recently. And then underneath that, you've got latest curation rewards, so things that you've liked or upvoted. You get to see the things that how much SP that's been giving you. And then below that, you've got latest author rewards as well. The really powerful thing, I think, is the last box, the latest post, because not only can you see how much your recent stuff has been bringing in, and that normally works over a 7-day period. You can scroll down to the bottom and you can see it gives you a total that's going to be realized within 6 days of $48. So that gives you a rough idea of how much Steem power SPD is going to be realized in the next like 7 days. Now, the powerful thing about this that people don't realize is that from this drop down, you can also do this from feed, hot, trending, blog. You can also change the reputation as well. So if you wanted to, you could just say, all right, people that I'm following that are above a rep 60 and that their payout is going to be greater than, let's say, $2, right? And then you can refresh, and what that will do is it will show you all of the different bloggers. So we have Travel here, they're at rep 67, Lloyd 69, Pensive 70. That's pulling back all of these people that I follow who are above a certain reputation. So you can see at a glance, without having to go through pages and pages of a feed of certain people who are posting and the sort of payout level. So maybe you want to look for somebody whose payout is over 50 right now, and that's going to pull back just one at the moment, which is Oracle D, for top replies on Bitrex's exchange tweet that supports Steem. So a really powerful set of tools. Now, a similar tool to that is steem.supply. So steem.supply works a little bit differently in terms of that it's more visual than steemnow. Steemnow is probably my go-to one, but steem.supply is made by another Steemian called Dragasul, I think. I can't pronounce his name very well. But he displays his content a little bit differently, and you can add multiple accounts to this as well. So you can just add in another one and swap between the different accounts. So this displays it just a little bit differently. The voting power, the resource mana, tells me roughly how many posts I can post, how many votes I can do, how many transfers I can do on my resource credits. It shows me all of my Steem power received, unclaimed Steem power and Steem, my potential rewards worth and the potential growth on that, and also most importantly how big the rewards pool is, and also how much of that account of the rewards pool you're actually getting access to. And this is a guy I was talking about, Drago's Rule. I don't know how you pronounce his name. I apologize. So you can see on here as well, this is kind of interesting, is that at the moment we're only seeing mainly Steam and Steam Power. And the reason for that is that right now underneath, like it says, is that the SBD printing rate is 1%. And the reason why that's set there is that we have a debt issue at the moment because of the price of Steam being so low. So, but on the flip side of that, if you did have SBD, by trading that on the internal market, you could flip that 2.8x. So you could 2.8x the SBD you have and turn that into Steam. And it also gives you the latest price here of SBD at 76 cents and Steam at 26 cents. Then underneath, you got some great charts. The content rewards tells you when things are coming in and how much that's going to be. So you can see here we've got like some SBD coming in the next couple of days. And then you can also scroll down and you get a list of what those post titles are and the links through to them, when that's going to come in, and the breakdown between SBD and Steam, and also any commenting that you've been doing on the Steam account as well is all listed in here, which is kind of cool. And you can also do content insights, so you can see who and what is doing well from a performing post, from performing tags, posts per day, comments per day. Just between these two sites, steemnow and steem.supply, I can really fine tune and work out what's going on with my Steam account in terms of my account content creation, upvoting, and people interacting with me.